my channel. So today I'm doing a tutorial on this makeup look, which I've worn a couple times, both on YouTube and on Instagram. And I've gotten a bunch of requests to do a tutorial. It's super easy. It's really fun. I'm using this Jouer Mermaid palette. It has 4 shades. I mentioned this in my last makeup haul. I'll link it down below. And it just has these 4 shades here. This one is called Splash. This is Pink Pearl. This is Coconut and Dreamer. I only use these 2 in the tutorial. I also use a couple shades just for like blending in my transition area and stuff from the BECCA, this guy, the BECCA and Jaclyn Hill collection, champagne, whatever. If you guys would like to see my complexion done, like my foundation routine and stuff, I actually filmed that separately for a different video. I will link that one down below if it's up already. Today's irrelevant icebreaker is what makes you so happy. Like, it could be something just in your everyday life or something that you do, you know, I don't know, for fun or a hobby or whatever. For me, I guess I have 2, like they're kind of different. So one is like Disneyland, being in Disneyland with my family. It has to be with my family, otherwise it doesn't feel quite right. I am getting blurry, why? My other one is using words to lift people up. I kind of feel like I find myself like thinking a lot of nice things about people, like, oh, I love that girl's hair, it's really beautiful, or this person is so skilled at this and I admire that. Like things that you think that you're like mentally lifting people up in your head, but those people are not feeling the results of those kind words and those good positive things unless you say those things to those people. So I like to try and be conscious of those things when I think them and then say them to that person. Everyone wants to be recognized for what makes them who they are. So I like to actually take those thoughts outside of my head and give them. It's like a gift that you're giving to a person. That makes me happier than pretty much anything else in life does. So anyway, leave yours down below. Okay, so I already did my, not my complexion, but like my foundation and concealer and my brows because I just used it to film part of my Artiste brush review, first impressions, my thoughts, demo, stuff like that. Go check that out. If it's up already, I will link it down below. So I'm just gonna jump in at this point here with the tutorial and go ahead with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as my primer because guess what? I forgot to bring a primer today. Oh well. Okay, now I'm going to use the BECCA and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Eye Palette. And if you guys follow Jaclyn Hill on, what is that, Snapchat, you will have probably seen the controversy about this palette and how Jaclyn's not happy with it and how it was really like hit or miss. Like some people got a really awesome palette and the formula was spot on, and then some people the formula was totally different and it was crap. And so I feel weird using this palette because I know it's like such a touchy subject, but I happen to be one of the people, and I talked about this palette in a separate video, and I raved about it and I loved it, and I figured out that it must be because I was just one of the people who got the right formula. They're great. I mean, I use them almost every day and the formula is amazing. So I don't know if they're like pulling it. I can't remember if she said if they're totally pulling it or if they're just going to fix the problem and continue to sell it with the new, you know, remedied formula. But anyway, I'm using this middle one here, which is called Cordial, and I'm using that for my transition color. It's kind of like a nice mauve pink. It's the perfect transition color. I really hope they continue to sell them and fix the problem because it's a great palette. And next I'm going to use this one here, which is called Cognac. And I'm gonna stick that, oops, with my other brush. I'm gonna stick that just in the crease. And I never really talk about the brushes that I'm using, but these are mostly Morphe. I use a couple Sigmas from time to time and a couple MAC brushes. I don't know, I feel like Sigmas have kind of taken a turn. I'm not sure. I used to like them and now I prefer MAC to Sigma, but Morphe has really great ones, so most of the time I just end up using those. From the Jouer Mermaid palette, I think that's what it's called, I'm gonna use the shade Dreamer, which is this really gorgeous, amazing piece of, you know, whatever. And I'm actually gonna spray it. I usually use Fix Plus, but I did not bring my Fix Plus, so I'm gonna use the Lumiere mist that I used under my foundation. So I'm just gonna spray the brush and just grab some of the color here. I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid basically. This color is, it's to die for. It is so pretty. I can't even tell you how much I love this shade. It's gorgeous. And these wear really beautifully. Really long wearing. Like if I were to keep this on until midnight, it would look amazing until midnight, which I really appreciate. Look at that. Then I'm gonna go back in with this shade here that I used in my transition area, and I'm actually just gonna take that on this little fluffy brush and just blend out the edge of that Dreamer color that we have on there, just so that it's a nice transition from my lid to the crease color. There is some fallout with this Dreamer shade. If you see it up close, it's almost like a pressed pigment. Like it is pretty, there's a lot of kick up. It falls out on your face, but honestly, I don't think that's unreasonable for something that is so pigmented and so dark and so shimmery. I'm okay with that. Okay, then for my highlight, like on my inner corner, I'm gonna use this white shade here. It's like really iridescent and beautiful. It's kind of got like a blue duochrome almost. Yeah, it looks like what magical snow would look like. And I'm just gonna take that on this little bunny tail brush and stick that on the inner corner. I don't really think that you really need to spray this stuff, this one, just because it is so brightening, but you can. Sometimes I like to do like a really concentrated highlight just in the very corner, and I'll spray that and then kind of diffuse it outward. But right now I just want kind of something, I don't know, a little bit more ethereal. And a little trick that I sometimes do if I feel like the highlight's coming down here too far, like honestly to me you can't highlight too much, but sometimes you just want to diffuse it a little bit. So I'll take the beauty blender that I might have used for my concealer and just kind of dab around the edge of that highlight. Just kind of tones it down on the fade out right there. And I'm going to do the same on my brow bone. I'm not gonna re-dip into the product because I don't want there to be a lot. I don't want this highlight here to be as stark as this one. So I'm just gonna dust on there whatever is residual on my brush. And it ends up just looking soft, but also catching the light, and I really like it. So you can see this is super easy look, but it has like a lot of impact. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna use this YSL Baby Doll Mascara. I almost forgot to tell you what it was. And I'm just gonna go over my lower lashes and then my upper lashes, and then I'm also going to apply false lashes, but I'll do that off camera. Got my lashes on. I'm gonna finish my complexion now, so we're going in with my Girlactik bronzer in Cabo, surprise. And I'm not even gonna use a mirror, guys. Living on the edge. I'm gonna use my viewfinder, which I know is probably annoying. I'm just going to kind of do a soft contour on my cheekbones and my giant forehead. And I'm gonna use this BECCA blush in Flowerchild, yes. And I'm just going to, you know, put it on like you would. Okay, so for my highlight on my face, I didn't want to use the one that I brought because the one that I brought was super gold, and I have such a cool tone highlight here that I wanted something that was at most neutral-ish. So I'm actually going to use this shadow here from the BECCA palette, and it is called Chardonnay. It's kind of neutral. It does have a little hint of gold, but it's not as in-your-face gold as the other one that I brought, so I figured it'd be okay. I just want a little bit of, there we go. Just a little bit of shine and dewiness. That's actually a super pretty highlight. I really like that. And for my lip color, I'm gonna use Lumiere 2 by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. And first I'm doing my little concealer routine here. That's so not cute. So that is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful and beautiful and sparkly, because what? I love this look. I've been wearing it so much, and as you can see, it's really, really, really easy to achieve. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!